Breaking news in the Bronx. This is Bronx Fan Central.
More than 25 home runs before the All-Star break. That's exactly the kind of elite power our skipper wants to see in the Yankees lineup as soon as possible. Our patience with the current player at that position has run out, and the front office's trade deadline plan is now out in the open for everyone to see. Stick around until the very end if you want to find out how this bat crushes left-handed pitching and could completely change the Yankees season. We are chasing the division, looking straight at a 4-game deficit behind the Tampa Bay Rays, and our lineup has a glaring black hole that everyone in baseball can see. If we want to capture title number 28, something has to change right now. But here is the twist that is driving me crazy. Our front office is completely tipping its hand. Brian Cashman is letting the entire league know exactly what he wants, and in this market, showing your cards early usually means you are setting yourself up to get absolutely crushed at the negotiation table. There is a massive piece of news shifting our entire trade deadline strategy, but the real story is not what we are looking for. It is the massive trap we might be walking right into. Bob Nightingale from USA Today just dropped a massive report stating that the New York Yankees are not hiding their desire to land a right-handed power-hitting catcher before the deadline. The front office has zeroed in on 2 specific targets: Ryan Jeffers from the Minnesota Twins and Hunter Goodman from the Colorado Rockies. The internal patience with Austin Wells has officially run out because his offensive production is simply not cutting it for a championship run. Cashman knows this lineup desperately needs a right-handed force behind the plate to balance things out, and he is actively trying to pull off a win-now move to save our season. Bronx Nation, you need to wake up and look at what these 2 guys are actually doing on the field, because adding either one completely alters how opposing pitchers have to approach us. Look at the numbers. Ryan Jeffers is crushing the ball this year, putting up a .294 batting average with a massive .948 OPS and 7 home runs in just 126 at-bats. That is an elite 1.8 BWAR from a catcher. Then you look at Hunter Goodman, who just made his 2nd All-Star game, carrying 27 home runs and a .862 OPS before the break. Putting that kind of right-handed power into Yankee Stadium turns a weak spot into an absolute weapon for October baseball. But let us look past the surface, because there is a massive consequence to this news leaking out that most fans are completely ignoring. By making it obvious that we are desperate for Jeffers or Goodman, we just handed all the leverage to Minnesota and Colorado. Every general manager in the league knows we are 4 games behind the Rays and panicking about our offense. When you show that level of urgency, the asking price doubles instantly. Cashman just turned a standard trade negotiation into a high-stakes poker game, where the opposition already knows our entire hand, and that rarely ends well for our farm system. Now, let us talk about the massive risk, because this is where things get incredibly dangerous. Ryan Jeffers looks like the perfect fit on paper, but he has spent a massive chunk of this season sitting on the injured list. He just came back, tracking a double in 4 at-bats, but can we honestly trust his body to hold up under the immense pressure of a New York pennant race? On the flip side, targeting Hunter Goodman brings a totally different danger. He is 26 years old, playing out of his mind, and under team control until 2029. The Rockies would be absolute fools to just hand him over. To get a young, 2-time All-Star catcher with that many years of control, Colorado is going to demand a king's ransom, and we risk getting completely fleeced. Yet, amid all this anxiety, a massive opportunity is staring us right in the face if we play this smart. Ryan Jeffers is playing on a 1-year rental contract with a highly affordable salary of $6.7 million. From a financial perspective, he fits perfectly into our current budget without triggering long-term luxury tax disasters. Because he is a rental coming off an injury, his trade value is inherently capped compared to Goodman. This is our chance to land a legitimate middle-of-the-order bat for the stretch run without sabotaging our future, giving us the exact right-handed power we need to bridge the gap in the American League East. This single move is going to define the entire future of our 2026 season and determine whether we are actually serious about winning it all. We cannot afford to sit on our hands while the Rays control the division. Leaving a dead spot in the batting order at the catcher position ensures an early exit in the postseason. Landing Jeffers injects immediate fear into opposing pitching staffs and protects our core hitters when it matters most. It is the definitive difference between settling for a wild card spot or marching into October baseball as the team to beat. Here is my final verdict. Brian Cashman needs to forget about Hunter Goodman entirely because the Rockies will never trade him for a reasonable price, and we cannot afford to lose our best prospects. The move is Ryan Jeffers. We take the risk on his health, pay the $6.7 million, and get that bat into the Bronx immediately. Bronx Nation, I need to know your thoughts on this right now. Would you give up top prospects to land Jeffers, or do you think his injury history is too much of a gamble for this team? Drop your comments below. Let us get after it. And hey, if you love this team and want the absolute truth on every single roster move, do not miss out. Smash that subscribe button right now, join the community, and help us hit our goal of 6,000 followers. Let us bring number 28 home.